Let's play. Jonny picks up a cheeky Pokeball, looking to catch them all. One by one, we're ticking them off our list, using the white and red
Prem ball, it shakes 3 times and the sparkle click says it all.
Running through the grass, they're using sweet scent and their mind to grasp as we climb Mount Cornet and hit the peak. Stairs appear from the heavens as we seek, stepping up to God. Arcus was the hardest to sparkle and Shaman bloomed like a flower. They didn't have enough power to resist the Prem Ball magic, and now we're searching for Darkrai and making children cry as we get the 1, 2, click, click, kaboom. And as viewers witness madness and drops the hype, anything is possible with my friends by my side. A cheeky like we set to 10 thumbs up. Let's make some noise for your UK shiny hunter. LPJ doing hunts nearly every day, bringing more heat than my boy Charizard. Hitting you with the Palm Lucario. Switches out for a cheeky water slash ice. Chill, cool, pulling you down like Lapras to sing you a song. Maybe bring Gengar along to dream. Each you another day, let's flow away. Alarm clock start the day, we're gonna be late for Oaks giveaway. Giveaway. Let's play. Jonny picks up a cheeky Pokeball, looking to catch them all. One by one, we're ticking them off our list, using the white and red
Prem ball, it shakes 3 times and the sparkle click says it all.
Running through the grass, they're using sweet scent and their mind to grasp as we climb Mount Cornet and hit the peak. Stairs appear from the heavens as we seek, stepping up to God. Arcus was the hardest to sparkle and Shaman bloomed like a flower. They didn't have enough power to resist the Prem Ball magic, and now we're searching for Darkrai and making children cry as we get the 1, 2, click, click, kaboom. And as viewers witness madness and drops the hype, anything is possible with my friends by my side. A cheeky like we set to 10 thumbs up. Let's make some noise for your UK shiny hunter. LPJ doing hunts nearly every day, bringing more heat than my boy Charizard. Hitting you with the Palm Lucario. Switches out for a cheeky water slash ice. Chill, cool, pulling you down like Lapras to sing you a song. Maybe bring Gengar along to dream. Each you another day, let's flow away. Alarm clock start the day, we're gonna be late for Oaks giveaway. Giveaway. Let's play. Jonny picks up a cheeky Pokeball, looking to catch them all. One by one, we're ticking them off our list, using the white and red
Prem ball, it shakes 3 times and the sparkle click says it all.
Running through the grass, they're using sweet scent and their mind to grasp as we climb Mount Cornet and hit the peak. Stairs appear from the heavens as we seek, stepping up to God. Arcus was the hardest to sparkle and shaman bloomed like a flower. They didn't have enough power to resist the Prem Ball magic, and now we're searching for Darkrai and making children cry as we get the 1, 2, click, click, kaboom. And as viewers witness madness and drops the hype, anything is possible with my friends by my side. A cheeky like we said to 10 thumbs up. Let's make some noise for your UK shiny hunter. LPJ doing hunts nearly every day, bringing more heat than my boy Charizard. Oh, hitting you with the Palm Lucario. Switches out for a cheeky water slash ice. Chill, cool, pulling you down like Lapras to sing you a song. Maybe bring Gengar along to dream. Eat you another day, let's flow away. Alarm clock start the day, we're gonna be late for Oaks giveaway.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that.
Giveaway.
It's the update. It set my mic straight back to default. How's it going? No, welcome in. Sorry, I had been talking the last couple of minutes before I switched over. Yeah, I was just saying. So I'll repeat myself again. Hello, welcome in everyone. How you doing? We're back. We're back live again. But yeah. So the past few hunts we've been doing to hatch these eggs, obviously we've been using Talonflame. Well, I've only just realised that today, as I was getting Talonflame set up, it didn't have Flame Body. So I was wondering why, when we were doing the last previous hunts, why we wasn't getting as many hatched in a stream. But one of my Talonflames, which I think was the one that ended up going to home because it was a shiny, that had Flame Body. So I knew I did have a Talonflame with Flame Body. I just generally thought it was the one that I've been using. So my bad. But that's why we've now got Volcarona. Obviously I know that's got Flame Body. But yeah. Oops. It happens. But on a good note, so before we crack on with some of the hunts, I've set up the Talo hunt. That's all ready to go whenever we get that started. I'm in 2 mines though for the location. So you've got Route 115 with a 40% encounter rate, but you do also have Swablu, which is also a 40% encounter rate, and then you've got like Wingull, Jigglypuff, I think are at like 15%. I was having a little mess around, and to be fair, I was getting more Swablu than I did Talo. Then obviously I was looking on Cerebi. There is a Horde hunt that I can do, and it's only 2 Pokemon, so it's Zigzagoon and Talo. Again, I was having a little, you know, just seeing like, I did like 10 encounters just to see like, you know, what we were looking at. Basically 9 out of 10 were Zigzagoon and 1 was a Talo. But the only good thing about that is we're encountering 5 at a time, whereas the 40% one, obviously it's single encounters. So I was like, do I go for the 5 encounter rate? Obviously we're going to get more Zigzagoons. Yeah, the Horde sounds better. I saved it at the Horde just in case, but you think we're only getting 2 encounters, so it'd be Talo and Zigzagoon. Like that's a shed load of Zigs, but more birds will spawn. Yeah, so you're always getting 5 spawns. But I thought I'd ask before. Right, let's, now we've done that, let's crack on with this and hopefully we get a shiny today. first stream back, and we'll go for a cheeky sparkle. Also, obviously, my Switch 2 arrives on Thursday. Depending on what time it arrives, I will be streaming Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. If it comes early enough. If not, we'll do it Friday. I've looked at the frame rates and everything, and it is so much better. Like, you get a lot more Pokemon spawning. None of this, like, pure lag. It looks better. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward. Look at that. Look how fast we've just got an egg. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Switch 2. Yeah, there was a vid showcasing Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. Yeah, I'll watch that one, Sprout. How's it going, though, buddy? Welcome back. Alright, for some reason that encounter didn't go on. But yeah, it looks loads better. Alright, let's see if this encounter goes up. No. Right, why isn't that going up? Did I not select? Yo, Matsu, good morning, how you doing? Alright, we'll hatch this one quick, and then I'm going to end the hunt. I'm going to have a look. If not, I'm going to have to take another picture. Which isn't a problem. I just thought that was that's normally the one that I use. So we'll use that. We'll try it again. If not, like I said, we'll just do a new one. Switch 2 is the only way. Oh, for the late runs, yeah, 100%. Officially been sick for a full week now. What have you got, Matsu? Hopefully you're feeling better. Nothing worse than, like, I always call it like a summer illness. Right, we're gonna have to. Oh, I know why. No, it's not the picture. I know exactly what it was. I didn't window project it. That'd be why. Right, so we'll just hatch these 5, and then I will. You can tell I'm out of practice, can't you? Right, let's go back to pictures. Right, that one. Hisuian Growlithe. So I was like, oh, right, I'll go and take a picture on projected. Right, how many have I got? Right, yeah, so I'll start the hunt now. Right, let's do that. Do that. Do that. Too rusty? Oh no, tell me about it. Right, so this should be 7:34. So we'll let it tick over to 7:34, and then we are back at it. 1. Come on then. 2. There it is. 3. Come on. Come on. You can do it, Bruce. And 4. There we go. But yeah, I've done some hunts being Sword and Shield, Scropy. Basically nothing else. How's it going? Is it going alright? I've got a few hunts set up. I think the first hunt I want to do for Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 is Shield on. Because I do generally need it anyway. Already got it, but I'm going for 6 of them. Oh, nice. But how has everyone been? It's been a long 2 weeks. Just over 2 weeks, actually, since I was last live. Hope everyone's been keeping themselves well and everything. Hopefully people have got shinies as well. But yeah, it's been a crazy few weeks for me, to be honest. But we're back at it. Also might set up a fossil hunt once I get the controller with the turbo. Oh, is that for Let's Go fossil hunt? Well, that was a shiny Meowth then. I was just checking its ears. Oh, Sword and Shield. Oh, like encounter fossils. The or do you mean the Gen 8 fossils? I confirmed that my local will have. Oh, birds. We'll have Switch 2, so I'm going tomorrow. Oh, near a shop or whatever. Gonna tomorrow night to wait around till midnight to buy it. Did the same for Let's Go EV when that came out, so I know I can do it. Hopefully you grab yourself one. I ended up getting the Mario bundle, and I've also bought myself the Pro controller as well. I know you can use the Switch 1 Pro controller, but you know me, I am a hoarder of controllers. So yeah, I've went out and spent 70 quid on £70 on a sorry, Luna wanted to go out. She was on the windowsill. Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. It was 430 for the Mario bundle. Yeah, she's already gone. But yeah, it was 430 for Mario one. Door keeps opening. Bye, Luna. Yeah, bye, Luna. But I'm still. Oh, so have you lot seen the artwork for the case of Let's Go? Sorry, Legends ZA by any chance? No, it looks really good. To be fair, I like it. I like it. Obviously, I just don't like the Switch 2 cover. Hate it. So I might buy the Switch 1 edition, even though I've got the Switch 2, and then just upgrade it. Because the Switch 2, I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, like, it might not have that massive disclaimer at the bottom on the Switch 2, but I don't like how big the Switch 2 border is on the case. There's a theory that the hand on the far right might belong to Sonya. It's the same cuff design on the jacket. Yeah, I thought Sonya, as soon as I saw it. But I generally do think it's just your rival. Because if you have a look, they have the same sort of jacket. Because at first, people thinking like Looker. But if you think, they all generally have like the same sort of jackets. But yeah, no, Sonya was what, like, I thought Sonya before Looker. When everyone was saying it was Looker and that, I was like, nah, it looks like Sonya. And then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, oh, it could be the rival. But it'd be amazing if it was Sonya. I found it funny that Twitter was freaking out about the Pokemon on the roof, trying to figure out what it was. But it's just a mega Steelix, yeah. Yeah, because I think it's fighting a mega Salamence. I just hope we get the Goat Weedle is in it, and that's it. I've seen posts saying all megas are returning, but I'm still not sure. Hopefully, I think I like Mega Beedrill, and I'm a big fan of Beedrill Shiny as well. I just never really, I wasn't never really a fan of Weedle or Kakuna. Yeah, I would think so. But yeah, going back to the case for the Switches. So I might just buy Switch 1, the case, and then upgrade it for the Switch 2, because I am not playing that game on the Switch 1. Like, oh, and another bonus thing, obviously, I don't know if you lot have been keeping up with the news with Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2. But if you do buy the, say for example, you buy the Switch 2 digital version, you can still play that game on the Switch 1, but obviously frame rates and etc. will downscale to the Switch 1 version. So it is backwards compatible as well. It's already been announced. So if you buy the digital for the Switch 2, you can then, if you like, say for example you're playing it in handheld, whatever, on the Switch 2, and then your Switch 2 was running out of battery, you put it back in your dock, you can pick up your Switch 1, and then boom, play it on your Switch 1 instead. Obviously, you have to have it downloaded, of course, but you know what I mean. My question isn't how it got there. My question is, how is that building not collapsing from the weight? Oh, what, from the Steelix? Yeah, I was always a Butterfree girl myself. Yeah, I've always preferred Butterfree. But I do prefer Beedrill Shiny. If Butterfree had the pink Butterfree that we obviously got in the anime, and I know the reason why it was a pink Butterfree, just so you could tell it was a girl. It was a girl Butterfree. But if that was Butterfree Shiny, hands down would have been like more type. Like pink Butterfree, like that would have hit so hard. Or the Orange Islands Butterfree with the patterns on its wing. Was it orange? Yeah, it was Orange Islands, wasn't it? The Butterfrees had a different pattern on it. Yeah, they had no reason not to make that. It's shiny. I know. Tell me about it. Don't. I just recently watched that episode. I did see that on Facebook. The Bye Bye Butterfree one. It's still a sad episode, like hands down. Or the there's a few, to be honest. Like one of my favourite Pokemon songs are "Together Forever," and it's when they're in the ice cave. And then Ash is there hugging Pidgeotto, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Squirtle, and Charmander's obviously keeping them warm. Like, from To Be a Master, the album, that was one of my favourite songs. God, it was traumatising. I know. Tell me about it. It's sad. But then it was the same with I've always been a Pidgeot. Like, I love Pidgeot. One of my favourite. Like, it is hands down in my top 3 regional birds. And it was even it was so sad that he let his Pidgeot go. I get it was to protect all the Pidgey and Pidgeotto from the Pharaohs and the Spearow and that. But when he said, I'll see you again soon, and then it's like the amount of times that he went back to Pallet Town after each region and you still didn't get a glimpse of that Pidgeot. I started Pokemon with yellow version, so Butterfree's Confusion. Yeah, and that's how I beat I beat Brock the same way, Matsu. We're in Pokemon Blue. I got a Caterpie in Viridian Forest. Got it to level 10. It evolves into Butterfree and learns Confusion. And that was how I beat Brock. Because obviously I chose Charmander. But yeah, there's a few like you know, it's Charizard as well though. Oh, I did. So obviously I was scrolling TikTok the other day, and you've got these people that do like 3D prints, and they do like the Pokeballs. But they have it so, like, you know, there's a Pokeball, it's an orange Pokeball, and it's got like Charizard's wings on it, and then its tail and stuff. Oh my god. You know what? I could have made myself bankrupt. Like, I was just looking at it like, I want that, I want that one, I want that. And I was just looking at it, and I was just like, oh my god, this is dangerous. Like, oh, I didn't put new eggs in. But yeah, I was like, this could be dangerous. There's so many good ones on there. Honestly, I remember when I played Sword and Shield for the first time and got to a trainer with a female Hippowdon. I thought it was shiny. Do you know what, Sprout? Yeah, like, I was exactly the same. The first time I saw the female version of Hippowdon, I generally thought it was shiny as well. Like, it was the biggest troll ever. But yeah, I feel you, brother. I was exactly the same when I first ever encountered one. It's funny how the girl who throws thunderstones at the face of every Pikachu she sees started with the game where the biscuit can't even evolve. Debating getting a 3D printer. 3D printer is amazing. But it's one of those investments, isn't it, where it's like, you know, it's a big setback, but, you know, if you're doing like selling stuff off it and stuff like that, obviously it's an investment that can give back. My dad has a 3D printer, but I don't think he really uses it anymore. I'm trying to think, what girl was that, Matsu? Wasn't that the one with the girl Pikachu and the there was a shiny Pikachu in the episode? Was it that one? Where the Pikachu evolved behind the rock and everyone thought it was Ash's one. That girl, oh, the girl is me. What, just like evolving all of them, have like a team of Raichus. Raichu daycare. On one hand, it's expensive, but on the other hand, unlimited Scroby generator. Yeah. Like, I would so be making like Pokemon stuff. Like, the thing is, the Gengar Pokeball looked absolutely insane. Giratina Pokeball looked immense. They had a Ho-Oh one with like Ho-Oh's wings coming off it. Obviously, the Charizard, they had Charizard X, Charizard Y. Shiny Charizard. They had an Ash Hat Pikachu with the Pokeball. That looked amazing. But like I said, I was like generally just looking at what they had, and I was like, I could buy all of them. But I don't think my bank would be pretty pleased with me. I would be making custom plant pots. That'd be a good show. But yeah, got some good stuff coming up. Like, obviously on Thursday, I want to be doing Darkrai with I don't know, maybe a wormhole hunt. But like I said, depending on the time, if my Switch 2 arrives in time, obviously we'll be doing the Switch 2. But like I said, if not, Friday stream will be Switch 2 stream instead. Alright, but yeah, the shiny Scropy I got in Sword and Shield as the intellectual mark. I can't even say the word. Oh no. I didn't even know they had that mark, to be honest. But I know there's quite a few, to be fair, that you can get. Oh, I did some treadmill today as well. And I've also stopped apple juice. So there's that. So 2 weeks now coming up. But yeah, so I've got that treadmill. I'm keeping track of my weight and you know, so I'm weighing myself every morning and I'm keeping track, and I've got a whole list obviously on my notes and stuff, and then it's like the date, my weight at the time, and then how long I'm doing on the treadmill. But yeah, so I'm going for it at the minute. So we did 30 minutes today. Because to be fair, like I sort of like fell off the wagon a little bit with the treadmill. So normally I like to start things like, because it's the way I am, which is like a start of the week type of thing, like, you know, Monday start of the week. But I thought, you know, I'll do it today. And it was my boy's birthday yesterday, so it was a bit hectic yesterday. But I did say to myself, I'll do it today. So we did like 30 minutes today. I'm also trying to lose weight, not so easily while I'm sick, but I've been weightlifting with a few water bottles and doing workouts while food is cooking. Baby steps, yeah, exactly. That's you know, that's the way forward though, Mark. So like, you know, that's like me. I'm only doing like 30 minutes on the treadmill, but you know, I'll gradually get it. So my idea was week 1 30 minutes, week 2 45 minutes, see how I feel on the 45 minute on the week. If I need to come back down a little bit, I will. If I feel comfortable or I'm not quite ready to take that next 15 minutes, then I'll do another week on 45, and then, you know, just see how I'm feeling at the end of the week, and then gradually once I start feeling like, you know, a bit more fitter and stuff like that, then I start jogging and adding extra bits in. But yeah, exactly what you said, it's baby steps, and that's the best way to do it. Work yourself into it, not just jump straight into the deep end and then end up like pulling a muscle or you know, straining yourself and then aching for days on end like I did. A few weeks, like it was about a month ago, I was aching for days on end. But I did do something like 25k steps, something stupid like that. It was horrible. Once I pay off my computer and get my Switch 2, next big purchase is going to be a treadmill. You can pick some treadmills up fairly reasonable prices. I only paid £170. Granted, it was about 200. It was 200 base price, but there was a voucher on it on Amazon, which then brought it down to like 170 something. But it's got incline on it. It's got LED screen, you know, etc. You know, it does what I need it to do. I don't need it to be a big song and dance and you know, have all this, like spend like nearly a K on it, you know, like some people. I just want something. It's easily storable. It's fold up. You know, you unfold it, you plug it in, you do what you need, and then that's about it. You know, like I said, long as it gets me to A to B, that's all that matters. We're not going that hard. Just something compact. We can shove under a table when not in use. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like me. I've got mine under the windowsill. It's like all folded up. And then it's stored and out the way. But it does what I need it to do. And then you got to think though, like at work as well. Obviously, I'm consistently on my feet. So, you know, it's sort of like I have sort of a rest day, but I don't at the same time, because by the time I finish work for like 9 hours, I can easily hit around about 10k steps a day. And that, like, you gotta think it's a store, so to do 10k in the store, you're walking back and forth quite a lot, and then you're lifting stuff at the same time, and you know, working stock, it's work on your arms as well, you know, so it's a bit of an all-rounder. And then obviously my days off, I do the treadmill, because I think it'd be a bit too much to do 9 hours at work and then do like a bit of the treadmill in the evening. Yeah, I can't be on my feet too much, or my ankles swell up like a softball. But the more I sit on my butt, the more weight I gain, and the more strain on. Yeah. So like obviously the weight of the body puts more strain on the ankles. No, that sounds like a lot in one day. But yeah, it's what you think. Obviously after work, obviously I stream. So it's then obviously, you know, finish stream and do treadmill after. So, and obviously you are meant to give yourself like a rest day as well, like rest days, because you don't want to be doing it every single day. You know, you got to give your muscles a bit of a rest in that. And it is a bit hard because obviously we don't have a bathtub. We've got a walk-in shower. So it's not like, you know, you could lay down in the bathtub, you know, put some bath, what is it? Bath, well, what do they call it? Bath liquid. I can't even remember what it's called now. But yeah, you know, muscle soak stuff to help relax muscles and everything like that. Obviously, we've just got a walk-in shower, so again, you're on your feet. But yeah, it's good to have like a rest and not just overwork your legs. It was getting to the point where I would be in so much pain that I was crying before I even made it to work. Yeah, that's bad. But it's like, the thing is, even with you don't really need to do a treadmill. You could do maybe bicycle. You know, the what is it? The bicycle machine. I forget what they're called. You could probably do that where you're still sat down and you're just pedaling. You know, because you are still working like your leg muscles. You know, and like where you at and that. So if you're finding the treadmill could be too much for you, exercise bike, that's the one. That's the word I was looking for. We live in a small one-bedroom apartment. We don't have the room for anything big like that. No, but you can get fold-up ones. So you can get it so it unfolds and like a treadmill, you know. You can probably get one that's, you know, you could sit on it do what you need to do on the exercise bike, and then fold it up. It probably won't be much more, take up much more space than a treadmill, to be honest. Dun, 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 dun. Right, 670, 770. This puppy is eluding us at the minute. But yeah, I've been wanting to do it, and you know, just getting around to it, and it's being in the right mindset as well. If you're not in the right mindset, you're never gonna achieve anything as well. You have to want to do it, not forced to do it. Just don't doesn't want to shine. No, I don't. It's been an absolute pain. And the thing is, like with me, like, you know, where like I said, I fell off a couple of months ago. It wasn't because I didn't want to do it. It was just, you know, due to stuff that is like recently happened, and it's, you know, like it was a mixture of things. But I had to give my head a wobble, screw it back on, and basically be like, right, come on, sort it out, and let's get back to it. Right, 771. Come on, puppy, let's do this. Today's got to be the day. But we do need two, and then we can move on to the starters next, because it's been ages and we still haven't even got to the start of the starters yet. But there was one thing, right, I didn't actually quite realise, and it wasn't until I was actually reading up on it. So I wouldn't say on what was it, a guzzler, right? So I mean, like drinking, I drink a lot, and sometimes I find I drink more because it's like out of borders, or it's like it's a habit. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one. And I do get that I drink a lot. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. So I didn't quite realise, when you're doing like a treadmill or a workout or whatever, if you like sort of like down a drink, you know where you've done a bit of a workout and you're like, oh, I'm thirsty, and then you're like gulp, 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 you know, type of thing. I didn't realise that is actually really bad for you. It's bad for your heart, and it's also bad for your kidneys, because you're putting them in overdrive, which I didn't obviously realise. And it was because obviously where I've been trying to like get into the mindset of like working out on a treadmill, etc., etc. Obviously I was looking into things, reading stuff, you know, trying to get myself familiarised with, you know, how to do it properly without hurting yourself, and, you know, doing it the best way I can and effective. And obviously I was coming across, and yeah, I did not realise that it's really bad for you. So obviously today I didn't drink anything while I was on the treadmill for 30 minutes. And I didn't drink anything until at least about 6 minutes after I finished on the treadmill, and I had one gulp. So I put it in my mouth, swished it around my mouth to like moisten, you know, wet the inside of your mouth, and then swallow. so it didn't feel like I just went in and swallow. And like, you know, like sometimes you still feel thirsty because you've gone in and then down. So yeah, I did that to try and do it so I wouldn't drink more. But yeah, I had one goal. Yeah, it took me a while to get out of that mindset. Yeah, I hate it. And it was the same with like apple juice and stuff as well. With so especially like on a Friday after stream, I would have a few apple juices, whatever, and I'd play a game. And it was associating that with enjoying a couple of hours on the game or whatever. And then I'd find it that if I say, for example, I didn't, if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't want to play the game, which, you know, so yeah, I would drink a lot of apple juices with wine juice. Yeah, grape juice, apple juice or grape juice. But yeah, it's this. Yeah, I know what you like. You know, it's hard. But I did really well. Meant grape juice. Yeah, I was so at the wake on Wednesday. We went to a bar, and all I had was a cola. While everyone else was around drinking, like obviously it didn't bother me. Like I didn't feel tempted in the slightest. It's not like, you know, I go there and I'm like, oh, I must have one. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing like that. But yeah, you know, I for me, I have quite a strong mindset when I put myself to something. So if I say I want to do something, I will do it. And like I think I'm like lucky in that sense, because I do know a lot of people don't have that. It's like just determination more than anything. Proud of you, thank you, I appreciate it. But like I said, it wasn't an issue or nothing. But like that's, you know, just how I can, like, I don't know. I've reached 2 years sober and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I bet you feel so much better in yourself. But congrats on the 2 years as well. But yeah, I bet you feel so much better. Like, because I've done it before where, like, the one, like, you know, the one story like I always talk about is the time just before my appendicitis. And I didn't drink an apple juice drink for 7.5 weeks. Originally, I was going to go 8 weeks. Because it was 8 weeks from when I had last one to my birthday, and I was going to say, look, on my birthday I'll have a couple of apple juices. My other half obviously didn't think I was going to last the weekends, let alone nearly 8 weeks, which was good, proving people wrong, even though like I don't have an issue of any of the sort. It's just I enjoy it. It's nice, you know, I work hard, etc, etc, so why not treat yourself once in a while? And it's, you know, I don't do it every day, it's like once a week type of thing. But anyway, so I was going to go 8 weeks, and I don't know, something in my head was like, do you know what, I've done 7.5 weeks. Boom, there it is, 7.5 weeks, we get a shiny. Let's go, there it is, there's the puppy. At last, 783. Right, as I join the old Jack, how's it going, bud? The old bro, should I play black or white? Whatever one you wanna for the version exclusives, my man. But black and white are good games, man. I've got them up there. Finally, congrats, thank you, thank you. Alright, now we need the second one. Alright, so I may as well just finish off these eggs. Right, might set up the last few. You can't stay the family's here. I'm supposed to be babysitting. Yeah, no worries, man. I hope you have a great time with the family, man. Appreciate you popping in though, bud. Hope you've been well. Please don't wait. Let us wait another 700 eggs. No, I will. I'll probably put this in eventually into a side hunt, and then I can, like, once I get rid of these eggs, obviously, we can start going for the starters. Right. Just gonna make a new one quick. Text document 2. Cool. And I'll just change the document over. Save. The only thing is, how many have we got left? 2. Okay. So what I'll probably do, actually thinking of it, so we can get an even number, I'm going to pop these here, and then we'll do the 2 at the end, and just see if there was another shiny amongst those 2. Alright. Just so we can try and keep it, otherwise the whole odd number just throws me off. Right. Do that. Right, let's stop the hunt quick. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna set up the new counter. Hisuian Growlithe 2. Properties, change that. Cool, set up, done. Easy as that. We got it though. Please don't let us. Yeah. Right. We'll put you there. You. Go there. And then the Volcarona brought us the puppy at last. Right. Let's go. Save. Oh yeah, good shout. Knowing me, I would have not saved that. But yeah, no, the 7 weeks. So obviously, like, as I was saying, so I just thought to myself, oh, do you know what? I've done 7.5. I'm gonna have an apple juice type of thing. All right. So I ended up having it, and I think that was on the weekend, on a Friday. And Wednesday, I ended up going into hospital with appendicitis. And yeah, so it was. Well, it was aggravated appendicitis. So I had a flare up 6 months beforehand. But yeah, fun. Oh, do you imagine if that was shiny then as well? But I've been watching. So me and the other half in the evening have been watching The Good Doctor. That's a brilliant series, you know. I'm really enjoying that. Never seen it before or anything like that. And we're nearly at the end of season 1. Good to know. Yeah. It's a good show. It's on, obviously you get the first 4 seasons on Prime. But yeah, it's I'm really enjoying it at the minute. And then later this evening, I will be watching Raw. Yeah, Raw. I haven't watched it yet, Tyler, so... Oh, what's your thoughts about R-Truth being released? I didn't even know that until yesterday. Neither of you? You mad? Yeah, I didn't realise that until yesterday. Obviously, I was on YouTube. And I saw it on, like, one of my recommended. People saying, like, oh, R-Truth was released by the WWE. And I was like, what? I was like, he was literally in a main event, like, last weekend. But, so, obviously, my dad's a big WWE fan. He came over on Saturday to drop off little Kai's birthday money, cards, and whatever. And we were talking about wrestling. And I said to him, like, since the Rumble, I've actually started getting back into it. Again, like, it was more because obviously it's more accessible now than it used to be back in the day. You know, and it's convenient because obviously it's on Netflix and, you know, what have you. But we were talking about Saturday night main event, and I was like, no wonder why a lot of Americans watch YouTube. And I was like, because I couldn't watch their general TV because of how many adverts or breaks there are in one said program. Like, it was doing my head in, and I wasn't even watching it live. I was watching it on playback, and it was like, oh, short commercial break or whatever, and I was like, really? Another one? It's literally been 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm never watching Saturday night main event live because of those adverts. Were awful. Oh no, tell me about it. And then it got me thinking, and I was like, no wonder why a lot of Americans watch YouTube. You know, you don't have to worry about all these adverts and etc, etc. And I was like, because I would be the exact same. I hate adverts as it is in the UK, and we get them, what, every 15 minutes? And we get, what, a 3 minute advert every 15? I get mad with UK ones, yeah, same. I hate adverts. Like, generally, don't like them. What do you think I turn off my monetization? I just don't like adverts at all. But yeah, like I said, anyway, like I couldn't watch that live. And I feel sorry for you watching it live, because do you know what? I would have turned it off after the first 3. I'd have been like, do you know what? Nah, I'll watch it tomorrow. Like, that's how much it annoyed me. We were so mad, yeah, I bet. Like, I don't know how you managed to put up with it. I couldn't have done it, like I said. I would have given up after the 3rd one. If it was every 15 minutes, then okay, cool. I'll get that. You know, yeah, granted, I'm not a fan of adverts, but one every 15 minutes, okay, it's not too bad. But one every, what was it, 4 minutes, something stupid like that. I was like, nah, I can't be dealing with that. Sunday's Battleground was so good. Oh, Sunday, I haven't seen that. Is it worth watching? You know, another thing I'm mad about, I can't watch Stephanie's Places either, because it's not on our Disney Plus. And everything on YouTube is like, it's got like some sort of watermark in it, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Or it's just clips and not the actual thing, like the full episode. What? Yeah, Stephanie's Places, you know, the talk show she does. It's not on our Disney Plus because it's on Hulu, ESPN, or Disney Plus, but it's not for us over in the UK. It's only America Disney. So unless you've got a Nord VPN, you can't watch it on Disney. So we'll have to wait until whenever it's released for us. I'm gonna have to get a VPN sorted at some point. Oh, I don't know how long it'll be until we do get it over on us, but it's the same with Netflix though. You know, stuff on Netflix, obviously we have to wait a lot longer. But we got Pokemon Horizons before America, because obviously we had it on the BBC, but we also had it on Netflix before them as well. Do you know what sucks? I was looking for a Pacific anime and I couldn't find it anywhere, even with a VPN. The license hasn't been picked up. Is it not on like Crunchyroll? Because that's anime based. Can't remember what it's called, but it's about a professional baker. The only way I can find it is on the DVD. Huh. Tried Crunchyroll first. Ah, okay. That's odd that it's not on like an anime streaming service, even though it's all about anime. Charlemagne, how's it going? Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome back. Hope you've been keeping yourself well. And then try checking all over the world. Yeah. Surprised Japan didn't have it either. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, no, I need to watch Raw tonight. I might. Whereabouts can I watch the Battlegrounds? Is it YouTube, or is it? Can you watch it on Netflix as well? DVD box set is like £80, and I don't want to invest in something I may not like. No, that's like understandable. All good on my end, brother. Got caught up with some work. Good to see you, Jonny. Good to see you too, man. But no, hopefully work and everything's been going amazing. Not too busy for you. Good to see you back, man. Under the next section. Oh, under NXT, sorry. Oh, who's that that wrestler? The NXT Women's Champion. I can't remember her name. What? She's alright, isn't she? Like my favourites are at the minute Alexa, Liv. Stephanie, yeah, that's it, Stephanie. Trying to think who else. But Alexa though, oh, she's cool. I like her little ragdoll. Started an emerald today, and goodness gracious, it's hilarious. Difficult. Is it hilariously difficult? I've seen people play the. I can't remember what it is. It's an emerald ROM hack. I can't remember what it's called. Birdkeeper Toby was playing it about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It looks really good. It's it reminds you of sort of like the Omega Alpha and Sapphire, but it's a bit different. It's a bit more. It's like old school, but a bit more like 3D look, like a mixture. But yeah, that one looks pretty cool. I've not really invested into playing ROM hacks, to be fair. Oh, going back to wrestling. Have you noticed the with Solo? It's I think it won't be long now till he turns on Jacob. Especially after Jacob lost the qualifier. It will happen at SummerSlam. I don't know, because I thought, do you know what? I thought Solo was gonna. My prediction was Solo was gonna win the Money in the Bank match and cash in on Jacob, and take his title off him. I don't know. I just had that, like that whole Tiffany and Nia sort of like plot. You remember when Tiffany took it off Nia Jax? The same sort of like, you know, thingy. Yeah, it was. It's an Emerald ROM hack with Gem 1 to 8. Trying out a ROM hack for the first time. It is fun, but I probably will sacrifice some keyboards. No, hopefully it's enjoyable though. Like I'd play. I would get on with some ROM hacks and that. The good thing is, obviously, you can use the spacebar to speed up the time. The breakup will be Money in the Bank, but the fight between two will go be SummerSlam. Yeah, I can see that. To be fair, who do you think's gonna win the title, women's title? What's that? It's a bird, it's a plane? No, it's an RKO straight out of nowhere. Straight out. Love an RKO. I think that's my finisher, you know, on 24. 2K24. Or the back finishers, the angle slam. I think Alexa is going to get the women's briefcase. Yeah. She is the GOAT. She's going to go for Tiffany's though, isn't she? Alexa. I think Valkyrie is going to beat Lynch at SummerSlam. Oh, Money in the Bank. No, sorry, Money in the Bank. Yeah, she's going for Tiffy. Tiffy time. Or Rhea wins and goes for... Nah, she'll go for Eno. I think Rhea goes for Eno. I do think, though, Cody's going to get that title off John again, though. Or it'd be someone else. I heard Randy and Mr. Invisible back. Got to pick up WWE again. Hearing you all talk about it gives me nostalgia. I've recently picked it up since Royal Rumble. and I hadn't watched a wrestling match in, well, don't know, probably about 2006, 2007. The last time I've watched one, like properly. So it'd been a long time for me. Oh, did you notice as well? What was it? I was trying to like look back at like some of the old nostalgic stuff. Do you remember the Undertaker with the Limp Bizkit rolling entrance music? I couldn't find that anywhere on Netflix. I knew it was around 2002 era because it's the American Badass thing, but yeah, I couldn't find his thingy. They want everyone to forget that time. I don't know why, like that entrance goes hard. Like it's one of my favourite Undertaker entrances. You hear that music, like when that beat drops, and then you just see him come out on his Harley, like, because that was when he invented the last ride, and that finisher still is my favourite. It's probably my favourite than the Tombstone. Obviously, you gotta love the choke slam. Like choke slam's like OG, but yeah, I've always last ride over Tombstone. The entrance goes hard, but even he admits that his midlife crisis is during that time was a midlife crisis. Yeah, but it's still a good entrance. Like I still remember it. You're just watching, and then all you hear is the Limp Bizkit rolling come on, and you're like, "What?" The crowd goes wild, you know. And then all you see out of nowhere, the Harley comes out. It's like, you know, like Eddie Guerrero with the lowrider. Also, because at that time he had his wife's name tattooed on his neck. He was cheating on her with Michelle McCall. I don't even know who that is. But yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, they could be episodes with Chris Benoit, so that's why they may not be available. There's literally nothing. I couldn't find nothing with Undertaker in it. Chris Benoit's on it though, on Netflix. Sure there is. I might be wrong. I'm sure Chris Benoit was in it. Because obviously on Netflix you can go back to like the early 2000s and stuff. But so like some of the old pay-per-views. But yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was like, you know, it's a shame because I was looking like, you know, the first time John Cena comes out with like the spinner belt, like absolutely goated. Still one of my favourite belts. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it was amazing considering the old WWF Men's Federation Championship, like how ugly that thing was, and then John Cena wins the title and then changes the belt completely. Like it was like the new era of the belts, and it looked amazing. You know, and then you got, yeah, that was an ugly belt. It's one of my favourite belts. But then it's like, you remember when the belts used to be red and blue? I prefer them over the black belt now. Like all they've changed really is the belt colour. But Yeah, I prefer those ones. But then I prefer, like, I was like looking at like online, and it was about like some of the old belts. Like I prefer the old United States belt than the new one. Like I think the old one looked better. I like the new one. Don't get me wrong. I just think the old one's better. Yeah, they only changed that a couple of years ago. It's easier for people to change brands. Yeah. But then I think that, it shouldn't matter what brand you're on. You should be able to go to both brands. I hate how there is 3 men tag belts, 1 women's. Oh, was there? I thought there should have been 2. And I thought there was only 2 men's. I thought there was World Tag Team Champions and Tag Team Champions. They unfilled all 3 women's belts. Okay. Unified all 3 women's belts. NXT have their own tag. Oh yeah, but that's different. Technically, a different brand, isn't it? So you have the NXT tag team. You got WWE tag team, and then you got the WWE World Tag Team. I thought the women had the same tag team and World Tag Team. Because, but then, because they've got the is it the World Championship and the Women's Championship? They don't have a women's, and they have to share with Raw and SmackDown and NXT. Oh, okay. That's pretty bad then. Because it's World Women's Champion and Women's Champion, isn't it? It's the same. It's basically like the Heavyweight Championship. World Heavyweight Championship, sorry, and WWE Undisputed. See, I always thought the Undisputed title came under when you won the WWE and the World Championship, because then technically you're the Undisputed Champion because you've got both belts. That's how it used to be. I'm sure it was. Yeah, it used to be that. Ah, okay. So, yeah, alright. I was like, I'm sure that's what the Undisputed used to be, was when you had both main belts. Just goes to show how long I did not watch wrestling for. Like, when I come back to it, just loads of things changed. But Roman holding both belts for over 1,000 days kind of meant they had to make another men's belt. Yeah, but then they should have just got rid of him losing one of them. Like, I don't see what benefited him holding the belts for like 3 years or whatever it was. 3.5 years. I think it was lazy writing, to be honest. I think they couldn't come up with any good storylines to challenge for the titles. It was Vince. Old Perv McMahon. Vince didn't want to ruin the Golden Goose. Well, it was bringing in money, wasn't it? So that was what it was all about. It's always been the way with him. Crazy how old he looks now, though. Because I've watched his documentary on Netflix. You think of like how much money he's lost through lawsuits. Oh, I did watch the podcast the other day on because Stephanie has a YouTube one as well. I watched the one with Dom, old Dirty Dom, on the old podcast. That was a good episode. And when Vince went, that was the first big thing, was Roman dropped the belts and there was 2 separate men belts again. Yeah. It's good though, like it needed to happen. I need to sit and listen to that podcast. Oh, I watched it. Oh, like, it's really good. You know, you get a bit of a more of an insight on Dom. Like, you know, like I said, like I don't dislike the wrestler. I just don't like the character of what he's become. Like when he first come into it, I thought he was really, you know, really humble with his like dad and that, but just the heel. I'm not a fan of the heel on a lot of people. But to be fair, he's sort of growing on me a little bit. I love him so much. He's a fantastic wrestler and he knows how to make people hate him. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I think he does the job really well. You know, as I've said, I don't you know knock his worth ethic or anything like that. I'm just not a massive fan of the character, but I do like he has traits of Eddie and Ray, as well as, you know, his own personal like moveset. But yeah, I think I more like it because of the Eddie side of it. Yo, Stefan, how's it going, man? Welcome in. How you doing today? We're flying through these eggs though today. So much better now that I've actually realised I've got someone with flame body. Try and get that second shiny. My favourite story he has told us when he was winning the North American belt on NXT, and his wife just texted him, "There is a tarantula in the garage." Hunting for the jumbo shiny. Porygon now. Oh yeah, the new Porygon event. Good luck on that. Hopefully you get it with that shiny increased 0.5%. I saw that yesterday. I've still got the. Is it this one? I think it's this one actually. It's got the Venom Nat. Because I might do the Porygon one on my Violet. Yeah, there it is. Revanche Tuba, Spinarak, and Venom Nat on the thingy. Because I believe I need Venom Nat for my Premble, so it's why I kept it. Like those two are childhood heart sweethearts, and she totally gets wrestling, but he's just a normal husband when he ain't working. Yeah, he talks in the podcast. He talks about his wife. How she rejected him like 3-4 times before she actually got with him. Like he does dive into that. Have a good spot in Kitakami, do you? Yeah, I find Kitakami can be a bit of a bit broken sometimes. You know, especially when. Like, you get when they spawn next to... I'll show you quick what I mean. So when they spawn, like, on the wall... So say, like, for example, this Spinarak here. They're too close to the wall. So it actually affects the spawns. So you don't always get the right amount of spawns. Because it's too close to the wall. I find Kitakami, you get a lot of that. I mean, to be fair, most wrestlers date other wrestlers because of the work, so I don't blame her. Oh no, this was before he was... This is when he was in high school. So he wasn't really doing the wrestling at that point. It was just kids being kids type of thing, or teenagers being teenagers. She just wasn't into him, to be fair, at that point in time. He was in WWE, he was in high school. Oh yeah, but not like wrestling. He was just involved in the storylines. I meant, but still on, yeah, still on TV, yeah, but not wrestling. That's what I meant. But yeah, he talks about, like, you know, some of his tattoos. You know, like a bit about Ray. Anyway, obviously I don't want to spoil it, you know. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good podcast, to be fair. Hey, the nice second Pokemon movie music. Love that movie. Pokemon 2000, Lugia's theme. Good one. I enjoyed watching that back in the day. Need to watch it. It is good. Like, I just happened to stumble across it last week. End of last week, so I just sat and watched it. But yeah, we're all set for Talo, by the way. I did end up getting an Articuno hunt on Ultra Sun. I can't remember. Did I do Articuno on Ultra Moon? Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to remember if I've done it. Maybe. Yeah, I think I might have. Alright, I just need to pop to the loo quick anyway. I'll be back 2 seconds. While we're on thingy. I'll have to have a look at my phone. Dun, dun, dun. May need to check your boxes. I'll just check the thumbnail. I'm just going to have a quick look. Dun, 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 dun. Go to live. And tell me if Articuno's on there. No, I don't think I did, because I was the last time I was doing Articuno was Let's Go, wasn't it? Yeah. Because it was the Christmas event. Where was Christmas anyway? Oh, there. That'd be why. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's the Christmas one. we were doing thingy. Welcome back. 5 minutes in and already 3 shinies. Yeah, that's the joys of that shiny boosted rate, man. Congrats on the shinies though. At least now you can, if you haven't already, get the whole entire shiny line now. But yeah, I can't wait to get on that Switch too. Buzzing for it. I really do hope I get it early in the day as well. Rosie, hello Rosie. How's it going? Nice to see you. Oh, Tapu Lily. Oh, I've already had those. I'm now merely hunting just for the jumbo. Jumbo and the teensy ones. How many checks are you predicting, Stefan, on the jumbo? How many do you think you get by the time you get it? Bum, 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 bum. 51. Trying to decide if I want to transfer my save data from the Lite to the Switch 2, or wait to see if there's a special version or one. Yeah, that's fair. Predicting 53 shinies and then I get the jumbo. Nice. Yo, hello, characters. How's it going? Welcome in. Of course, I will skip the ones that aren't big. Yeah. Hopefully you get it nice and quick. I told my roomie that if I can get a special ZA version of Switch 2, I'll let them play with the other one. Super kind of you. Yeah, there could be, potentially. We'll probably find out in our next presents. I thought the present was this month, the end of this month. But someone has said now it's July. I thought it was the 22nd of June we were getting one news on ZA. But just to remind though, everyone, no, it's July. Oh yeah, it was July. Yeah, I did say that though. I called that the other month, a couple of months ago. I did say if, depending on the release date of Legend ZA, I said if it was November we would get the presents in August, and I said if it was October it would be June or July we would get the presents. I plan to live react to it. Nice. I've got the week off for ZA as well. I booked it off the other day. Went straight into work and I was like, I need October off. And I got the 16th to the 23rd off. People are saying the October release is a nod to X and Y also releasing in October. I just generally think it's because of how long they've made us wait for this game. Is the only reason we're getting it in October. But it could also be the old X and Y release date. But in my opinion, I think it's because of how long it's been. Because the game's technically already ready. They were just waiting for the Switch 2, as I said ages ago. I generally think they know it runs terrible on the Switch. And that's why we didn't get it. and it got pushed back because they finally, Nintendo told them that they were planning on releasing the Switch 2 in June. That's why they pushed it back. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while too. Yeah, I said it ages ago. Will ZA be bad on the normal Switch? It'd run like Scarlet and Violet. It might run a little bit smoother than Scarlet and Violet, but in overall, it would run like Scarlet and Violet. And I think they knew that people would be waiting to buy ZA if it come out before the Switch 2. Yeah. I think they can't afford to have the backlash of Scarlet and Violet again. So they were like, okay, Nintendo are planning on releasing the new console in June. We're giving the release date in October. It's a month earlier than normal. But I generally think they've made us wait this long, even though that we know the game's already finished. It was finished ages ago. And that's why we're getting it a month earlier. It gives them enough time to make sure the Switch 2 version is up to scratch, you know, and yeah, I definitely plan to upgrade Scarlet and Violet for the Switch 2. Yeah, 100%. That's the one of the first things I'll be doing. Like I said, if I can get it obviously I'm getting one Thursday, without a doubt. So I'm already on pre-order. So it's just whenever it gets delivered to me. But as I said, like Thursday, if it comes early enough, Thursday's stream will be Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2. If not, and it comes while I'm streaming, then obviously Friday will be Scarlet and Violet. Keeps opening my door. Once, yeah, if CA is bad, honestly, I think Pokemon is pretty much screwed. Yeah, I just think they can't afford it to have it like it. I'm waiting to see if it's worth it and like getting it on release date, unless there's really good pre-order bonus. Yeah, well, the ZA pre-order for the Switch 2 comes out on the 5th. You can pre-order it on the 5th. I believe you could do Switch 1 as well on the 5th. I'm not sure. I know Switch 2's on the 5th. How's everyone? Yo, Red, how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you're well. I'm doing all good, buddy. Hope you're doing well. America just gets a random plush of a ZA starter for pre-ordering through Nintendo. Oh yeah, we get that as well. The UK has some really good pre-order bonuses. Yeah, because we get the plushie. You get the figure. So like this one. So you get that, but the ZA starters. You get one of them. I'm gonna put some. Stop doing it. Move my thingy. Stop it. Oh, it saves me having to get up all the time. Which starter are you going to pick? Totodile. It's my one. Will the Switch to be handheld like the normal Switch? Yeah, it's handheld as well. Once I have spending money again. Want to buy another capture card so I can play both at the same time? Yeah, that's a good shout. I've seen some people saying they're going to pre-order, and whichever plush they get will be the. Oh, that's a good choice. I'm getting Totodile's mine. I've already made my mind up. It's funny though because the last EA was a Johto starter as well. So without the yeah, you can get you can detach the Joy-Cons. The magnetic on the Switch 2. It's basically the same as the Switch 1, just the Switch 2 is better. It's bigger. The stand is more like the OLED stand. You know, bigger screen, bigger like handheld itself. I don't get why they chose to do 2 Johto starters. I don't know. But then you think the next one will have 2 Gen 7 starters. It'd be Litten, Popplio, and Snivy would be the next one. But the one Switch I have doesn't have those detachable. Yeah, because you've got a Switch Lite. I mean, like these switches. But like that one. Where you can take the Joy-Cons off. And the other one's magnetic, so you have the trigger button here is to detach it from the thingy, and you just pull it off like that. Bum 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 bum. I think it's because we're getting a third Legends game with the remaining starters. Well, I'm happy. Totodile's in it, so obviously Chikorita's always been my last pick for Gen 2, and Totodile was my second. So as soon as I saw Totodile was in it, I was like, right, that's my boy. Straight off the bat. Didn't even think about it, didn't even hesitate. I was like, that's my one. But I do like the idea though, if you get the plushie, whatever plushie turns up is your starter. I think that's a really good idea. I'm looking forward to that. The connectors on my Joy-Cons are starting to go, so they sometimes slip off without pressing the trigger. Yeah, I had that on my original Switch. I dropped my Switch, like my OG one. Wasn't like a big drop or nothing like that. It was only like minor, very minor. And I could hold the Switch and go tap tap on the bottom of my Joy-Con, and it would slide up. And that was the only thing I wasn't a fan of the Switches, where you know something to like a minute bang on the corner with the Joy-Cons, and it does that. And I was like, it wasn't like, I'd understand it if I was like holding it up here and it drops to the floor type of thing. But it wasn't. It was like the tiniest bang. It was like that off the floor, and it just went. It was like where I was, and it just knocked off. I would have loved Turtwig in the game. Turtwig, oh yeah, no Gen 4 is there? But they're just going with what the starters were from Arceus. And you think where it started in Sinnoh, there's no point having Turtwig if it's in the region where they originate from. So you know Kai fixes stuff. Well, they got given 3 laptops and an original iPad. One of the laptops just needed a new install on Windows, faster RAM, and maybe some storage. Nice. Was it just like giving it away for free, or was it someone needed help there fixing it? So guess who has? Oh, you got a new laptop. Yo, let's go. The left Joy-Con on my Switch Lite is also not working good anymore. I know, but Twig is my boy. Yeah, no, that's fair. You never know. Maybe they might do more Legends games and then put different starters in after the first 3. We'll see. You never know. Turtwig might eventually make it into a Legends game. You just might have to wait a little bit. Yeah, that's how I broke the left Joy-Con on my Switch Lite joystick. Ah, okay. Yeah, but I think we can use that to determine what region the third game will be in. The laptop is a 2018 Acer. Oh, I used to have an Acer back in the day. But it's certainly gonna last me until I get everything sorted for uni. Yeah, that's the thing though, Tyler. Long as it does A to B, it's all that matters. Series starters are from Johto, Nova and Alola. PLA had Sinnoh starters. ZA should have Kanto, Harwin, and Kalos. Well, you meant to. Well, I've already looked into leaks, so I ain't gonna say too much on ZA. But yeah, internet into the gel. Marcus, you being a bad boy. Like when I went, when I want to move forward, I can't run anymore. It's just walking. Yeah, I sort of got that on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where you would run, but if you wanted to run like sort of like a diagonal, it would walk and not run, which I found quite annoying, and that's on brand new Joy-Cons, so it just, you know, I'm not sure. So that's gens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which means the third Legends game could be Galar, Paldea, or even the Gen 10. Yeah, it'd probably be Galar, to be honest. Because you got to think of like lore of most areas. And I think Gen 8 has got a lot of lore to it. You know, Sinnoh has. Kalos does, to be fair, because of the whole ultimate weapon and, you know, the war and everything. And Galar does because of the Darkest Day. My money would be on Galar though, since it was would be the oldest game to have its starters in a Legend game. Oh, and that wasn't from leaks. That's just a high likelihood, since the Kanto and Hoenn starters all have megas. Oh yeah, that. Oh, I was just saying, like the you know, from obviously the Gen 6 games, you know, you got when you see Sycamore, you get the Gen 1 starters when you hit Luminos. As long as it's not based in Kanto, I'm okay to many of those. Well, the Kalos starters would be a no-brainer since they're native to that region. Oh yeah. I sort of like know some of the new megas. I know what starters are what, where, characters. But to me, like, it don't bother me. I'd rather know. I haven't really dived into the story because obviously I'm not bothered by that. I'd rather just wait on the whole story front. But the characters and the megas and that is, you know, I thought, oh, okay, cool. Probably wouldn't happen with the starters already being featured, but I would love a Johto Legends game where you see the birth of the legend. Yeah, I would love a Johto a Legends Johto as well. Or even a Let's Go Johto. You know, I get it. It's a bit hard to do because obviously Eevee and Pikachu, you know, being Gen 1, and, you know, Eevee now being noticed as a starter. And obviously Gen 2 doesn't have a lot of Pokemon. It's mainly babies in Gen 2. Like, the Pokédex isn't that strong for Johto. So it would be hard to try and have a decent starter. Because you got to think Pikachu is a starter from Yellow, and Eevee is another stone Pokemon for evolution, so it does fit. The same with Pikachu. You know, it'd be different if they both were levels, like level specific evolutions, but because they're both stone specific, it fit, so that your starter would never evolve. But obviously Johto would be a lot harder to try and think, so I get why they've never done a Johto, Let's Go Johto. But it would be nice to have a Let's Go Johto, because I think the Let's Go games are probably the best looking main series games. People are saying one of the trainers on the box art looks like Emma from X and Y's post game, which makes sense since we saw Luca's office in one of the trailers. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she's just a bit older. It's the one that they're fighting against, the one that has the Mega Lucario. Plus in Yellow, your rival has an Eevee. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good shout, Stefan. Totally forgot about that. Generally forgot. Eevee is also a starter in Mystery Dungeon games as well as XD Gales of Darkness. Oh yeah, I remember those ones. Obviously, mine was always Umbreon. Yeah. But, like I said, with the Johto, it'd be a lot harder to do. But yeah, no. The Legends, like, there's, like, loads of things that, you know, with, you know, a Legends Johto game, you know, there could be the creation of the Sinjo ruins, you know, the birth of the legendary beasts, how the tower got to burn down, what made it burn down, what was the cause of it. Be right back making the tea. No worries, Tyler. What else is there? You know, they could dive into the whole Celebi side of things, like time travel, stuff like that. You know, a bit more into the Draconid people. You know, where you got the dragon's cave or whatever it's called, where Claire does her training. Dragon's Master Cave or whatever. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. There's like so much they could dive into in that game. Isn't it called the Dragon's Den? It could be. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't played Gen 2 since I was shiny hunting Celebi. Bum, 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 bum. Hiya, Jonny and all. Yo, McDazzy. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're well, my man. We got a shiny today. We got the puppy. Just waiting on the second one, clearing out these eggs. Doing good, how's you, man? Yeah, I'm all good, bud. Back after a 2 week time off. But yeah, we're getting there, man. It's all done, sorted. We got it sorted in the end. I was watching the stream, by the way, with you in Bold. That was a really good stream as well. Obviously, it went on for hours. But yeah. You making a brew for everyone? 2 sugars, please, mate. I haven't had a cup of tea in a long time. We're just talking about like this. Well, we sort of like jump in between subjects, like Switch 2, Legends games, and you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that was fun. I didn't expect it to go on for that long. It went on for hours because I ended up having to go to bed in the end. But yeah, no, it was last time I saw before was you were winning. You were beating Bold on the shinies. But I was just mainly, I was led in bed just watching it. Because obviously I had work in the morning. So I had it on the TV. Have you got a Switch 2 coming this Thursday? He won. Oh, he won in the end. Oh wow. You come back with those sparkles, eh? No, I'm waiting for a bit. Just upgraded PC. Oh, have you? Yo, JJ, how's it going? Have you what major upgrades, or is it just like bits and sods? Had like 7 to 8 dreams and 3 to 4 memories all at once yesterday. So I was so far into dreamland. Oh, do you know some of the best dreams? You know when you wake up from a dream and they say that you dream 10 seconds before you wake up, even though it feels longer. But anyway, you know when you wake up and you're like, oh, that was, and you remember it, because you know you don't always remember your dreams, but the ones that you do remember and you're like, oh, that was a really good dream, and then you end up nodding off and then you carry on from when you were dreaming. Absolutely golden bliss. Like, loves it, especially the good dreams as well. Upgraded the motherboard, CPU and GPU. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that on mine, to be honest. Mine was a pre-built. That's what it was. Oh, was it? Nice. Yeah, they're like some of the best dreams, where it's a good dream, you nod back off and you go back to your dream. That's really good. Welcome back as well. Love those streams. Yeah, those streams are really good. No, I have no biscuits. We had the last homemade ones yesterday. No jumbo, unfortunately. Unlucky, bud. Keep grinding. It'll pop up eventually. Shocking. I'm looking forward to getting that Switch 2. I can't wait. It's only a couple of days. I need to start getting on, really. I need to get a new motorbike. Need to get that into the swing. already found one. I think I'm set. It's gonna cost 2,800 for the boycott one, brand new out of the factory. The one that I was tempted to buy was like 5,200. It was Suzuki. It was it's a 600 shell. But yeah, I was like, do I get it? It's gonna cost me like over double of wow, around double for the Suzuki, and I was like, ew. Yeah, it's 5,200 for the Suzuki 125, and it was it's a really nice bike, but 5k, can that bike pay my debt? Yeah, it's on finance as well, obviously. It yeah, it's been a bit strange up here today, but not cold at all. Yeah, it was raining here earlier, but it's sort of warmed up a bit now. Yeah, little Kai went to the fair, to the beach and the fair and that on Sunday. And, you know, obviously because me and Tyler are both on the coast, my other half, she got burnt because obviously it's all salt in the air, especially around there. And she was like, oh, I didn't even realise because it was like forecast as overcast. But I did tell her in the morning when I rang her at work, you know, where I was, and it was, I think it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 in the morning. I was like, it's going to be hot. It felt hot already at that time. Everybody keeps on saying they wish they had your debt. I don't have debt. I'm a good boy. I don't want your debt, JJ. Yeah. We burn easy on the coast. I carry sunscreen everywhere you go. It depends on what colour hair you've got as well. Like, obviously I'm dark haired, so I'm not too bad with sun and that. But obviously my hair my other half hair being like a gingery brown colour, auburn colour. Obviously she burns a lot easy because you have way more right. You have way more right, does he? Yeah, I burned on the trip the other week. My head was the worst. But yeah, you're obviously you got a cue ball, like the sun's beaming off it. Oh, I bet that felt sore. Did you not bring a hat or nothing, does he? Oh, you're partially ginger, are you? Yeah, that'd be why you need to take sunscreen with you all the time. My co-worker has like 30k debt because he used to be a truck driver. Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, Ralph, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you, my man. How's it going? Driving to work, so I had to put all in one message while at the red light. No worries, mate. Have a safe journey to work, buddy. Yeah, I had a hat, just didn't wear it all the time. No, that's fair. But yeah, no, I could imagine the dome of the head catching a lot of that sun. Like, you know, when you move your eyebrows, obviously you move like this bit, like your forehead. You know, like if you were like blinking or something, could you feel it? Like it felt tight. Obviously, if you were burnt on your head, it like you felt if you blinked too hard, like you were gonna rip your forehead. Like, oh. I mean, they wish they had. Thing is, it's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, debt's not a good place to be. It causes a lot of people to go down a dark road. Well, I can do that. I hate owing people money. That's why I don't have none. You let it? Oh, yeah, but it's. I'm talking more of the mental health side of it. The dark. Obviously, I ain't gonna say what it is, but generally, people know what I mean. I see it as a step up as long as it's manageable. Depends on how people see it, though. I wouldn't put myself in that position. I'm going to have to get a student loan. Yeah, I can imagine having to pay student loan. Oh, nothing worse. The only debt I have is the mortgage. Oh yeah, mortgage is a bit different. I've been in debt before and won't go there again. Like, we've all had some sort of like debt in that. Like, mine wasn't nothing to write home about, but debt was debt. Obviously I got out of it. Suffered. It was like, it only took like a month to, nearly went over then. Only took like a month to sort out, to pay off, but you know, obviously you know, luxury stuff and that had to wait, and it was sorted. And this was going back like 15 years ago type of thing. But yeah. But for me, it was like a couple £100, so it wasn't like I said, it wasn't nothing to write home about. My interest is only $19.99 a year, which is $166 a month in the calculation. Yeah, that's not bad. Does it go down though the quicker you pay off? Bum bum. Don't have student loan. It's going to be a 40k student loan in total. The good thing about us though, over here, is obviously if you don't earn a specific wage, you never have to pay that loan back. Which, you know, is a bonus to the side of it. It's based off monthly. Oh, okay. Pay you $1,500 a month. That's crazy. £1,500 a month. Oh, that's how much I earn a month. But not too bad for 27 hours a week. How much a month? Literally 1,500. I'll get 27 hours a week. Obviously, it'd be more if I went full time. But my company now, so full time is 36 hours. No longer 39 hours a week. So that's what they class as part-time, full-time, sorry. And I'm one shift off, technically full-time, because I do 9-hour shifts, so 9 hours added on from 27 is 36. So yeah, I'm like one shift off, technically, from full-time. Oh, I have done odd times where I've done an extra shift in the week and that, but you know, unless it's every week, it's not worth doing because my tax has increased more. Because I worked it out, and I think it was like something like I think it was 50, 56, 50. No, I think it was about 60. It was about £60 a shift for 9 hours. For that extra shift, one shift a month. Was like I earned like £60, and the rest of it all went to tax. So I told him, don't bother putting me on one shift. If you're going to put me on an extra shift, make sure it's a few for the month. At least that way the tax and the split between the two is actually worth doing. Otherwise, I'm working 9 hours for 60 quid, and I'm like, mate, I ain't getting out of bed for that. Not being funny. Yeah, that tax bracket sucks, especially if you're only under by like 100 quid. Yeah, over by 100 quid. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't worth doing. I was like, I'm not bothered by 60 quid. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's even when I get bonuses and I get taxed on my bonuses. What was it? When I got a £500 bonus, I think I was taxed like 200 odd. I can't even remember exactly how much, and I was just like, mate, it's like, I believe bonuses should be tax free, but obviously they're not. We just go past the tax bracket. And what are you in though? Are you in the 40% range, or are you still in the 20%? I've been in the 20% for years. Bonuses should be cash in hand. Yeah. Oh yeah, cash in hand. But yeah, it should be tax free. Because it's a bonus for a reason. 20% luckily. I've been in the 20% range since 2019, I want to say. The funniest thing is, like, you can tell like how the living wage and the working wage have been so off balance since around 2019. So I used to do 24 hours a week on my old contract. Before we went through the rescheduling, the restructure, shall I say. And I was under the tax bracket, so I never used to pay tax. And then they gave us a pay rise in November, 6 months early, which obviously I then had to pay tax, because within that tax year I then went over the bracket of the 1500 12.5k, sorry. I went over. So for the 6 months, obviously I had to pay tax, and then come the new financial year into 2020, they obviously halted it still at 12.5. It didn't actually go up anymore. So then I started paying tax every month. And then it was funny because I think I ended up paying, first off, it was like 20 something pound a month. I was like, I can live for 20 quid. Do you know what I mean? Now, you think few years later, nearly on £200 on a tax, monthly tax, every month. And it went from 0 to like 20 odd quid to like 50 odd quid. £75, 100 and something pound. And this is going through the years now to like 200 quid a month. They need to up in the tax bracket. That's what they need to do. Yeah, it's about 200 for us too. Because it's stupid, the amount that we're paying in tax. Luckily next year when I start making bonuses, my disability income will introduce a branch off if it's where I can make more without deductions. That's a bonus. See, you're lucky. We don't get disability money if you work. You either work or you go off sick. For Kai, I'm still personally under the tax bracket. You shouldn't never get taxed anyway, Tyler, because you're on benefits. Benefits people should never get taxed. But you do. Well, yeah, now you do. So it's the same with the pensioners, which I think is disgusting. You know, they've paid all their life tax. That money for their pension is been taxed upon once upon a time. Now they get their pension and now they're getting taxed on it again, and I think it's disgusting. No, I'm on Pip. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. We will be more lucky next year. But yeah, I believe pensioners shouldn't be taxed on their pension because they paid their tax and their dues on it years and years ago. But you know, it's the sorry state of the country what it's in at the minute. It's going to a civil war. I'm telling you, I've said this for months. You can get Pip and work. Can you? I didn't think you could. Alberta takes pride in being Providence in Canada with the highest disability income. Saying something if that's the highest disability must be like Alabama, where your dad's your mum, your mum's your sister, and your girlfriend at the same time. No, I'm joking. Don't take it to offence. I can't get universal credit because Kai works full time. No, yeah, that's fair enough. At least Ralph sort of funny side. No, I was just joking. That's all. Oh my god, Jonny. It's one of those things where it just popped out my mouth, like. But I wasn't digging. I was joking about it. But yeah, there was Light goal, yo, cheeky light goal. Appreciate it though, people. Thank you for the likes. Really do appreciate it. Was that the last one? Yeah. But the thing is, right, I was talking to a customer actually. When was it? Last week. So we were talking about like autism, you know, etc. Just disabilities in general. You know, especially the ones that have like been more labelled, I would say, as the years have gone on. And obviously, autism popped up, and I was saying, like, when I was a kid, you know, obviously autism was always there. It's always been there, you know, but you wasn't labelled so quickly as you are nowadays. And I probably get it might just be because of the times, the technology, and you know, etc., etc. And obviously, that's probably helped notice traits and you know everything. But yeah, as I was saying, as I was a kid, there wasn't none of this. Oh, this person's autistic, unless it was such a severe, noticeable trait that you know you couldn't get picked up on it. Cool, you picked up on my autism. My daughter's got autism as well. But yeah, so you know, back then obviously it wasn't, you know, a massive thing, and you generally were always put down to ADHD or just a naughty little turd, give or take. My brother was diagnosed in the 90s. Oh, okay. But what I've always like noticed, obviously, personally, from like friends or anything, you were just labelled as like ADHD or just a naughty little turd, and you know, specific certain things never really got picked up on because they were literally only like 3 specialists in the whole UK. Oh, okay. I wish that the rest were as understanding and accepted. Yeah, like I get people look at other people differently, and that's what I love about The Good Doctor. Is what I'm watching. He's got autism, and it's really good. Like, I'm really enjoying that show, and I was saying to Tyler about it earlier. I really like that show. I nearly finished season 1. Never seen it before, and it was literally clips that popped up on TikTok, and I was like, oh, I might have to have a look. So I had a little search, where can I watch it? And yeah, Amazon, Prime Video. They had the season on, but yeah, as I was saying, JJ, people do look at other people differently, and I think that's just more down to arrogance, should I say, where, you know, you could be more than capable to do a job, but because you've got you know, like a disability or, you know, whatever, they just automatically assume you would be a hindrance than, you know, being more capable of doing something. In the 90s, out of only specialist children's centres for those with disabilities and challenging behaviours down south was in Worthing. I was it. Yeah, so like my brother, he's got, ADHD. One of my brothers. My other half brother has got autism. My oldest, she has now been diagnosed with autism. We did the forms and that ages ago, because she was under like cams and all that for a while. But yeah, my brother went Monday to Friday instead of like regular school. Yeah, she went to regular schools and that, my daughter, but she did struggle, like, you know. But yeah, so it is what it is. It happens, but I solely believe everyone has a bit of some sort of autism in them. It's a bit like the big C. People don't like to say, but everyone's born with it. It just takes that something to trigger it, and you know, I think that is the same for autism. But yeah, labels in the 90s ruined us. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, there wasn't these labels as such anymore. Not like, you know, like especially mental health as well, right? Think about mental health. Back in the 90s, whatever. If you were suffering from general mental health, you were told, just get on with it. Who's heard that before as a kid? You having a bit of a meltdown, whatever, for whatever reason. And then people just said, just get on with it. Like, I remembers people saying that to me as a kid. That's alright, shrug it off, get on with it. You know? There wasn't no such thing as mental health properly back then, like, you know, like it is nowadays. I had severe mental health labels at the end of the 90s, and down that ruined the shoulder, I did it. But then it's the same for, like, I would say, like, you know, trans people as well, right? When they're on, like, blockers and stuff like that. Like, how, especially underage, you know, under the 18, how damaging that is to their bodies and stuff. And I think it's wrong, by the way, but that's me. Like, I think when you come of age, then, you know, it's your body, your choice. Do what you want. But I don't believe in children. But that's a bit of a hot topic. It was always sort yourself out, get a grip, back in the... Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Dazzy, you know the school. Yeah, sort yourself out, get on with it. Get a grip, yeah. Or how when I wear a hat and it gives me calic, and they stare next time. I'm going to go up and sort. Surgery doesn't happen under 28s. Beauty blockers are to stop, not to change your body. You're not giving hormones until you're 80. Yeah. That's good. And that's good, Tyler. But I'm meaning, like, you know, on The Good Doctor, you had a teen that was on blockers. This is what sort of made me think of it. Obviously, I get it, it's a TV show, but in America and that, it does happen. You know, there was a big thing about, you know, like they have protests over there at the minute because of it. But yeah, especially over here. Like, I'm glad over here they're actually sensible and wait until you're an adult to do it. And did the training for clinical services. Delay autism. Is that like, you know, like taking in information? Obviously, it's a bit of like a delay. See, I'm not. I think they wait till you're an adult in America too. Not all doctors. I've seen some mad stuff. What I've seen on the internet and what they were. You know, what's been said over there. Yeah, 10 years with behaviour. Okay. See, I don't know, like, I've always been, like, my other half's younger brother, he's got autism. And, I used to always, well, he would get on with me better than his siblings. But, you know, that was, I don't know. I think it was just more because of, I wouldn't say accepting, but obviously noticing someone, you know, was different, like a bit different. I don't like to say different too much because it sounds horrible. But yeah, you know what I mean. Whereas other people wouldn't quite understand. But yeah, but I used to, like, especially when he was younger, you know, I had the time of day for him, you know, whereas the siblings didn't. But then I probably get that because they live with him, so, and obviously I didn't live with him. Yeah, you can get struck off. Oh yeah, but the Democrats over there were, that's what they were all over. That's what they were all about. Have you not seen the signs in the protests where they're like for trans kids and stuff? Mental. That's what they're fighting for the Democrats. So you can have your 10-year-olds to go on all this sort of stuff. Mental. I've seen so many videos and stuff about it. It just annoys me. Where do you get your news from? Like Twitter and stuff. Well, X, should I say? Twitter X. I don't know what it's called. X Twitter. YouTube. It's on YouTube as well. I have an amazing relationship with my brother because when I came to mum, he was like 14, I was 24. Because of my delay, I was 14, so we bonded well. That's really good. I'm glad old Jonny knows. Is it like, I don't know. Obviously, I don't like getting into like really getting into topics like that. Because I know like everyone has their own opinion about certain stuff and that, but yeah. The thing is that it's already illegal. There are already illegal limits on when you can start blockers, and you have to be 18 to get surgery. They're fussing over literally. Ah, okay. I just know it's a talk type of thing. I don't know, like if it's, you know, when someone makes something and takes it out of proportion. Is that what basically what I've seen? Is someone's taken something out of proportion and blowing it up bigger than what it generally is? I come to my mum's at 16, so he was 6. Videos are being made to make people angry. Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's fair enough. I was just saying, like, obviously what I've seen, so that was all. And then putting my 2 cents in. Like, I just think it's wrong, but yeah, like I said, I think you know, as long as you're old enough, then it's entirely up to you. I've got so much I could say, like, not like just what I've seen and stuff and everything, but I just generally like to keep my mouth shut, and it's not like my perspective or anything like that, like, you know, but yeah, it's just certain things it's just not even worth going into that whole. You would need to know what a person's body would look like first before they do anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, like health risks or anything like that. But I didn't bond with him then because I was still grasping the real world. Yeah, and it could be a scary place as well, JJ. You know, especially if you, you know, like you said, you're 10 years behind. So, you know, you could be an 18-year-old. You know, as you generally, you know, your mental, or your body is an adult. You're going out into the big world, but mindset of an 8-year-old, and you know, it could be scary. You know, you imagine an 8-year-old, you know, or someone that was an 8-year-old to go into the real world and start working as an adult, like, you know, learning the whole concept of, you know, money management and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it could be a scary place, 100%. But they ain't going up in arms about it, adults. But oh yeah, I think that's wrong though. Not being funny. I think plastic surgery was the worst thing they invented. I'm not a fan of plastic surgery people. Fake people, I call them. Because that's what they are. Just fake. Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, I get it. If it was a medical thing, then I understand. You know, with surgery or plastic surgery. You know, like, obviously, say, I don't know, you had an accident and you damaged your jaw or whatever. You know, a bit like, what's his name? Can't remember his name. Zac Efron. You know how he's got, like, the Giga Chad jaw now. I don't know if that was due to accident or he just decided to look like that. But, yeah. I think if it was something that, you know, you had an accident and you needed reconstruction to help, then I'm all for it. I think that's fair enough. But to be like, what was it? Oh, I'm wrinkling a little bit. Oh, I'll just get a facelift. Like, I just think that's disgusting. But that's my opinion. I'm not either, but again, your body's your choice. Oh yeah, 100%. Your body, your choice. You do what you want. But yeah. For medical reasons, yeah. For cosmetic reasons, no. Yeah. I'm exactly the same as you, Dazzy. That's exactly my I think. But then, like Matsu said, you know, your body, do what you want, your choice. I just don't believe it's the right choice. I think it's more dangerous than what it's worth. One of your ex friends is addicted. Yeah, crazy. People just can get addicted to stuff like that. They must have a really high addictive nature or something like that. Sorry, JJ. I asked my mum yesterday, I wonder if I'd live 10 years longer because of my delay, and she laughed, but she did say, think of this, when you retire at 65, you're actually retiring at 55. That's a bonus. I know my wellness and brain is delayed, but we're still trying to figure out if my body's delayed. I do know my body isn't giving any negative feedback because I have the mind of a 25-year-old. 25-year-old? Man, I'd love a mind of a 25-year-old. She's an ex-friend for turning into... Oh no. Just for clarification, it was, yeah. I think for cosmetic reasons, I just have never been a fan of it. Like, I don't think it makes you any more attractive. I actually think the opposite. But you know, maybe I might just be old school. But like I said, you know, in the same like Dazzy said, if it's for medical reasons, I can look past that because it's, you know, it was needed to help them. But if you're doing it off your own bat, then nah. She kept that from us for years. Yeah, that's crazy. 24, I mean 34. Ah, okay. Thinking of getting Botox for my migraines though. Would that help? Yeah, but then again, that's medical, not cosmetic, isn't it? So, you know, that's to help with, you know, with something. That's a bit like, you know, that's different. You know, it's the same with someone that has a prosthetic leg, you know. Technically, that's you know, it's not so much plastic surgery, but it's still something. But it's to also help a person at the same time. You know, like, especially if you needed, I don't know, like maybe what does he call it? Implant here. Because, you know, something happened to the side of your face and you no longer have cheek. So they put a little implant there to then sort of even it out. That's, you know, that's different. Just instead of someone going, oh, do you know what? I fancy a facelift today. You old doc. 144, yeah, that's true. Those implants are pretty cool, to be fair. I just think they're too dangerous. Like, granted, I know it's not all the case, and you've probably got a higher percentage of them actually being safe, but you know, I can sort of see two sides of the, like, you know, the both sides of things. You know, it's a risk. Do you take that risk? But then leaving your house on a day-to-day basis is also a risk. You know, as soon as you walk out that door, you're at risk of anything. I do get it, but yeah, if you see what I mean, understand where I'm like coming from. But then it, you know, I suppose it's the same with tattoos as well. you know, tattoos over years and years, you know, 50 years, they start to blow. You know, I just hope to God this doesn't end up just being like an ink coloured arm because it's all blown out. Like, that's the only thing. So, talking of surgery horror stories, so AD used to have 2 sets of teeth like a shark. He got his jaw taken out and reset. All the teeth. Oh, wow. That's crazy, though. They all come back in the same place as well. Was their name AD? Like AD? Like Adrian? Just short for Adrian? Like AD? Because I've got a cousin, like AD, we say. It's just AD. But it's actually short for Adrian. Short for Adrian. Okay, yeah, so AD, yeah. See, they just put AD as their name. It's AD. As, you know, your one was AIDY. So I was like looking at it and I was like, is that AD, like as AD short for Adrian? It's not Newbury by any chance? Nah. But yeah, no, I was like just looking at it like, so is that, I wonder if that's short for Adrian. That's crazy, yeah. Come on, Poppy. We're definitely getting, I think we're getting this under 512 anyway. Just, I'm putting it out there. That last one, what was it? 778, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, because we had 2 left. Yeah, 778. I've, like, you know, I've put those last 2 to a side. How funny would it be if I've just spent wherever how long hatching so far 150 eggs, and those 2 that I put right to the back earlier has that second shiny in it. Oh, that's why my YouTube stays open. I have premium. Oh, you got premium? Yeah, I don't have premium. I actually suffer with the ads. And I keep thinking to myself, do I buy it? Do I buy premium? £12 a month. And then I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'll wait for it to go on an offer or something, and then I'll get it for a month. And then, thingy it, I couldn't live without premium. Do you know what? I watch more YouTube now than anything. Obviously, I've got all the services and stuff, but yeah, I watch more YouTube. I really should be getting premium, but yeah, which is why I was more mad for Saturday night main event. Yeah, but that's because it's like straight from their own thingy broadcast, isn't it? Mainly watch YouTube, so it made sense. Yeah, I think a lot of people do though. To be fair, it's crazy how like there's so much of a variety on YouTube nowadays. Obviously, instead of watching like Sky One, you know, like Sky Cable, and everything like that, people generally watch YouTube. Like, I generally watch it just for like game news updates, stuff like that mainly. Ed Sheeran is having an after party on YouTube for featured premium members. Oh, nice. Subs. Love a bit of Ed. Love Ed Sheeran. I was listening to some of his tunes the other day, actually. I don't even have regular TV hooked up. I don't either. We got, like I said, we got rid of ours during lockdown. We used to have the Sky bundle. But then the kids at that time were more watching like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and like Disney. So they wasn't even watching like Sky anymore. And we were paying like so much. Shiny next head. Yo, hopefully. Antonio, how's it going? Welcome in. God, and Shiny. Maybe the next one. But yeah, so we were paying like so much for Sky, and then we were like, what's the point? We might as well just get rid of it. Regular TV made me more depressed. It's just general. I just don't watch it. On June 6th, half 12. Sapphire after 5. Oh, okay. On June 6th. June 6th. Well, half 12 your time. I'll be streaming on Nintendo Switch too. Ain't got time to watch that. Oh, last lot of eggs then, people. Oh. Do you know what, right? If I had that Talonflame that we've been using the last couple of streams on this, we wouldn't have even done as many eggs today. I still can't believe I didn't pick up on the fact that it didn't even have flame body. Like, that's the crazy thing. Ed is going to have to compete with Nintendo that day. Yeah. I do like his song though, Celestials. Obviously, Pokemon song. Oh, does any of you know the artist Jack Jones by any chance? We'd have had less egg streams. But anyway, I was on TikTok the other day, and he's released a new song. Does he do that chilled beach music? He done a song with Cascada a while back. Never Be Lonely, I think it's called. He wears a hat all the time in his videos, and he does this like mix up with songs, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, like type of thing. You find him all the time on TikTok, but obviously I've got a lot of his music on, because obviously I like my dance music on. But yeah, I've got a lot of it on my own playlist. And anyway, he brought out this new song the other day. It got released on Friday, and it's a pretty banger, to be fair. Like, I like it. Anyway, it was like, oh, it's out now type of thing. So I commented and like on this video, and I was like, oh yeah, let's go. That's getting slapped straight on my playlist. You know, I couldn't be more British about what I've read. And he actually commented back in that, and I was like, yo, let's go. You know, type of thing. But yeah, it's good when an artist generally comments back on it. Because I know he does a lot of his own comments because he does it on his videos. But yeah, I was like, that's getting slapped straight on my playlist. But obviously I know like massive, because he's big, but he's not like I would say like I don't know, like maybe like Rihanna type of level of massive type of thing, you know, where she would probably have like a team that does stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But he's like big, but still does his own sort of stuff and that. But yeah, no, I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, he I saw it yesterday. I got a notification, and it was like, "Oh, he replied to my comment like 14 hours ago." I was like, "Oh, cheeky." Oh, this is a quick one. This is a quickie, cheeky. Let's go. Right, these last 2 eggs are the ones that were in the set of the shiny earlier. That's cool though. Yeah, it is pretty cool. But it is a good tune. I think it's called Out of My Bed. Hang on, it's on my playlist. I calls it the PS4 playlist. Oh, Back in My Bed it's called. Jack Jones and May Y2J. It's only like 2 minutes 23 seconds, but yeah, it is a bit of a bop. But obviously, I wouldn't be able to play it because no doubt that is copyrighted, labeled all over it. But yeah, may have to check it out. Yeah, like it's music for me. Like it's my I love music. And for me, it's my good film music. Makes you feel good music. But obviously it's... Oh, I've still got an egg. Wonder what this egg is then. Oh, that's why they hatched so quick. It was in the set of the shiny, wasn't it? Yeah, so obviously my club music, obviously I have that. It's my workout. So I have a workout playlist. I have all my dance music. It just makes me want to move quicker, you know. But yeah. Oh, have you heard that AI song of Linkin Park? Legends Never Die. You have to search that up on YouTube. That's a good tune. Really good song. I've got that added on my playlist as well. I've got that on Spotify. I should be technically. Could I? I don't know. Depends on who released it. 'Cause it is AI because obviously Chester's, you know, RIP'd and what it is. So it shouldn't really get copyrighted. But I ain't gonna risk it just in case. I'll try and remember that. No worries. Right. Anyways. I'm calling it there today. We got the shiny. And obviously now we've got rid of the eggs. I'll probably put this as a backseat hunt. We'll do it every now and then. But the next Masuda hunt will obviously be the Gen 9 in the Prembles. I do have them somewhere. I believe here. Oh yeah, so the Masquerade is on my Violet. So I called it in the Beast Ball because I didn't have Beast Balls on Violet. So I called it in the Prem Ball and Violet and then the Beast Ball over here. But obviously Skeledirge is there in its thingy. I should have Rillaboom. Did I not do Rillaboom? Oh, please tell me I did. Oh, not Rillaboom, sorry. Who am I thinking of? No, Masquerade. Where's Quaxquavel? Quaxquavel? Is it Quaxquavel? Please tell me I did do that. Hang on. I've got to have a look now. Sure I did that one. This would be where I didn't actually do that one. I don't know then. I think I've definitely got one on Violet anyway. Yeah, I'm sure I got one on Violet. I'm hoping. I'm sure you did. Tomorrow at 4. Yeah, tomorrow at 4. Have a good one. Appreciate it, Matsu. Have a great day. Minion, how's it going? I finished my shiny decks in Scarlet and Violet, and now I'm working on Legends Arceus. What Pokemon should I hunt for first? Ooh, Legends Arceus. Hisuian. Maybe Hisuian Quillfish? I'll say a Hisuian Pokemon. Because it'd be good to start off with the Hisui Pokemon first. Maybe. And then dive into something else. Yeah, I'm sure I have got one. Somewhere. I'm just trying to have a look to see if I've actually... let's have a look quick actually. Right, so I have two, so what's this one? Yay, there he is! Number what? There it is in the Premble. I do have one. I was getting worried then, I was like, please tell me I do have one. But it's there. Cool. But yeah, tomorrow it's 4 PM. And I don't know what I'm doing yet. I might actually start tomorrow. Talo tomorrow, actually. So I might start that one. We'll get that hunt on the go, and then Thursday will either be Darkrai or it will be Shieldon in Pokemon Violet. And then Friday will be Pokemon Violet at somewhat Talo. Yeah, okay. We'll do Talo tomorrow. But anyways, thank you to everyone that was here today, that liked, commented. Appreciate it. Sorry that I've been away for the 2 weeks. Obviously had crazy stuff going on. But I really do appreciate everyone coming back. But I'll be back again tomorrow once I finish work. We'll do Talo on the 3DS. Take care, Johnny. Tyler, look after yourself. Watch out. Have a great day, Dazzy. Appreciate you being here, my mum. Have a good evening. Have a great evening, everyone. It's understandable. Yeah, I just needed some time. Obviously, we had to get a lot sorted. But you know, we're back to the norm again now. But anyways, thank you everyone. I appreciate it. I'll be back, like I said, back tomorrow 4 PM. And wherever you are in the world, if it's morning, afternoon, or evening, please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again. Much love. Peace out. In a bit. Take care. Bye.